Welcome to Parents Perspective. My name is Mike Thomas, and this video series is sponsored by the St. Clair County Speak Youth Coalition, funded by Region 10, and in partnership with various businesses and nonprofit organizations in the Blue Water area. With me today is Sarah Griffin. Sarah is our newest member to the coalition as our coordinator, and she's going to be the new partner for the show. So, Sarah, welcome to the group.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me today.
We want to talk with the parents that are out there today about a really important topic that some people may be aware of and others might be not sure how to approach. But what do we do if our children end up going to parties or hangouts and all of a sudden alcohol or drugs are involved? So, what we want to do is a little safety planning today. So, I wanted to actually ask you, Sarah, have you ever had experiences with your own children or with others that you've heard of where parents might be running into situations like that? And if so, what are some things that have happened and what have you done about it?
I have had some experience with that. So, having a teenager daughter myself, and with summer coming up, there's more parties and get togethers and sleepovers. So, I think the most important part of that is to pre plan and have that safety plan set up that you design along with your child. And that may include a code or a safety word so that if you call to check in on them, if they use this code word, you know that they need to be picked up from the party, that they're feeling uncomfortable, or that there may be drugs or alcohol that have been brought into the party and they want to come home. And having that code word gives them a way to ask for help without coming out and saying there's drugs here or there's alcohol here, when there may be other kids around them. And by setting that up before they go to the party, um, that's kind of gives them that way to get out of there without feeling a crisis at that time. They already know what to do.
Great point. And a couple other things I've thought about with that, because I know sometimes it feels a little bit awkward to talk with our children about it. But the reality is if our children are coming to us and are willing to let you know, hey, I was having fun, but all of a sudden this happened. I think the bigger issue is the fact that they feel comfortable enough to share that with you. So if you're presented with that situation as well, too, as much as possible, being calm with them, talking with them about it after the fact is better. We want to encourage our children to, as much as we don't want them to drink and drive, we don't want them to get into a vehicle with somebody that drinks and drives either. So making sure that we're putting the focus on the fact that they made the best choice possible would be better than just in that moment being upset with them if they dare bring up that information in the middle of a conversation or something you've got going on at home. The important thing is that they get home safe. And for all the children that have come home through other means and have gotten hurt because they were too afraid to tell their parents, I think it's best that we can, as parents, make sure that our children know that we should be coming to them at any time. We should be able to have them call us up and say, you know what, mom and dad, we do the code word, and then we talk about that later in a safe, comfortable environment versus worrying about being upset with them in that moment. We have plenty of time to correct them down the road. The important thing is they're making the right choice by at least letting you know things aren't going well, and at least I did the right thing and I gave you a call. So, Sarah, any other thoughts on that?
I absolutely agree with what you said. I think it's important that our kids know that too, so that they're not just calling us before that happens, but if they decide to stay at the party once drugs or alcohol are introduced to the party and they decide to partake in that also, that they know that they can still call us, that they can still call for a ride home, they can still call to be picked up out of that situation. Um, and for a discussion to a calm, cool, collected discussion to take place at a later date with them. Otherwise, our children may fear, once they open up a beer and drink a beer, they may feel like they can't call home at that point because mom and dad will be mad at me. And they need to understand that no matter what, at any time, we're going to come get you and we'll get you out of that situation.
Great point, Sarah. So, with that said, if you guys have any other questions, like to learn more about this particular topic, feel free to add some comments. Don't forget, we have our Facebook access as well as our Instagram feeds as well too, if you're looking for some more information. But we're hoping that you can join us next week as well too. And we're going to talk a little bit about positive affirmation and what we can do to make sure that we speak up our children and ourselves as well. So thanks for having us. Have a great day.